Welcome to the Auta Hub. Today's story takes you into a world where luxury is not just a choice, it's a destiny. A world where comfort feels like a crown, silence becomes a language, and power hides behind elegance. This is the story of the Mercedes-Maybach S, a car that doesn't just take you from one place to another. It elevates your place in the world. Our story begins on a quiet morning in Stuttgart, where the first beams of sunlight fall on a long stretch of polished marble in the Maybach design studio. Engineers and designers walk silently, each one fully aware that they are working on a car that defines the meaning of privilege itself. The S680 is not built for the average driver. It's crafted for those who are already at the top, yet still climb higher. It's made for leaders, icons, legends, for people who live life on a different vibration. And when you look at the Maybach S680, the first thing you notice is how it stands like a figure of respect. Not loud, not aggressive, but undeniably powerful. The long hood, the wide shoulders, the signature two-tone finish, each feature quietly whispers, "I don't need to show off. I just am." The legendary Maybach grille gleams with vertical chrome bars that look like they're guarding a fortune hidden behind them. And in a way, they are, because behind that grille sits a masterpiece of engineering. That masterpiece is a 6.0-liter twin-turbocharged V12 engine, the type of engine the world rarely sees anymore. A symbol of old-school dominance combined with modern-day sophistication. With 621 horsepower and an ocean-like 1,000 newtons of torque, the Maybach S680 moves like a whispering beast. It doesn't roar. It doesn't scream. It simply glides forward with an authority that feels supernatural. Press the accelerator, and it feels like time slows down while the world shifts around you. But power is only one part of the story. The Maybach S680 is built on something deeper: presence. The 22-inch forged wheels, the chrome accents, the Maybach logo engraved like jewelry on the pillars. Everything adds to the aura. When this car arrives anywhere, people automatically adjust their posture. Because the S680 doesn't just show up, it sets the tone. Inside the cabin, the story becomes even more extraordinary. The doors open with an elegance that feels like stepping into a private jet. Soft closed doors, polished metal, handcrafted wood, and leather so smooth it almost melts under your touch. Every surface in the Maybach S680 has a purpose, a meaning, a history. The stitching is precise down to the final millimeter. The fragrance system releases a custom Maybach perfume that fills the air with a subtle richness. Even the way the ambient lights glow feels like you're entering a different dimension. But the real magic begins in the rear seats. Because the Maybach S680 is not just a car you drive, it's a sanctuary you experience. The executive lounge seating transforms the back of the car into a luxury suite. With just a touch, the seats recline to a near-bed position. Leg rests extend, armrests warm your palms. Massage functions begin, and the world outside becomes irrelevant. For people who spend their life conquering the world, this is the car that finally lets them breathe. As the story continues, imagine a late-night drive through the city. The skyline shines, the streets are quiet, and the S680 moves almost silently. Its double-pane acoustic glass blocking all chaos from the outside. Inside, only peace exists. The Burmester 40 surround sound system plays your favorite track. Every note vibrates through the seat, creating a feeling as if the music is inside you, not around you. It's not just listening, it's an emotional experience. Every time you take this car out, it feels like the world aligns in your favor. Traffic seems easier, roads feel smoother, problems feel smaller. Because the Maybach S680 is more than engineering, it's energy. Meanwhile, technology flows through every inch of the cabin. The massive OLED display shines with clarity. The MBUX system learns your voice, your habits, your comfort levels. The car remembers how warm you like the cabin, which music you prefer at night, how far you prefer your seat reclined. It becomes an extension of you. And when you tap your fingers on the armrest, gesture controls respond instantly. It feels like controlling the future. The rear passengers enjoy folding tables, champagne flutes, cooling and heating cup holders, wireless charging, and even the option of a refrigerated compartment for luxury drinks. Everything in this car is designed around one idea: the ultimate experience. The S680 also carries the Maybach tradition of riding with absolute smoothness. The airmatic suspension system feels like it's reading the road in advance. Every bump dissolves before it even reaches the cabin. This is the closest a car has ever come to floating. And the quietness, it's so deep that sometimes you forget you're moving at all. But here's the real beauty. The Maybach S 680 doesn't chase the spotlight. It doesn't scream for attention. It simply exists as a symbol of timeless luxury. The kind of luxury that never goes out of fashion. The kind of luxury that speaks without speaking. The story continues with the small details that define greatness. The Maybach emblem projected on the ground as you step out. The soft ambient lighting that feels like an art installation. The handcrafted wood panel that looks like it belongs in a luxury yacht. Even the key of the Maybach feels like something you want to hold on to forever. This is not a car for showing off. This is a car for those who have already proven everything. But the true soul of the S in 680 is revealed when you understand who buys it. Business tycoons, world leaders, global celebrities, people who carry empires on their shoulders. They choose the Maybach because it reflects their lifestyle, quiet but powerful, elegant but commanding, soft but unstoppable. The S680 is a mirror that shows you exactly where you stand in life. Now imagine the car parked in front of a mansion, city lights behind it, chrome reflecting the moonlight. The owner steps inside, closes the door gently, and the world outside becomes background music. The journey begins with silence and ends with satisfaction. Because every ride in the S680 feels like a chapter in a bigger success story. And even after hours of driving, the comfort remains untouched. Your back doesn't hurt. Your mind doesn't feel tired. Your mood doesn't fall. Because the Maybach is designed to remove stress, not add to it. The story also touches the history of Maybach. Born from a desire to build cars for royalty, Maybach has always been about one thing: the highest level of luxury the world can achieve. And the S680 is the crown jewel of this history. Every model before it has led to this moment. A moment where technology, comfort, luxury, and emotion come together perfectly. As the journey nears its end, you feel something unusual. You don't want to get out of the car. And that's the real magic of the Maybach S680. It makes the destination less important than the journey itself. You start taking longer routes, slower drives, peaceful detours, all because staying inside feels better than arriving anywhere. The S680 becomes more than transportation. It becomes therapy. And when you park it in the garage and look back one more time, you realize that this car is not a purchase. It's an achievement, a reminder of hard work, ambition, and success. A companion that stands by you in silence while speaking volumes to the world. This is not just the Mercedes-Maybach S680. This is what happens when luxury becomes art, when engineering becomes emotion, when power becomes elegance. This is the Maybach life.